My lord, I have been watching you from afar. May I fetch you your lute? Forsooth, I have pricked myself on my tapestry needle. It's pretty much all they did, wasn't it? Sewed. I promised you a Reformation, or Reformation, as I've heard people call it, try on, and here it is. So I ordered a few bits and pieces, laughing all the way at some of them, such as this one, because I'm just not sure what I'd wear this with. I mean, look, what does this get styled with? I feel like the peplumy frill might be a bit on the young side. I do remember having tops like this when I was in my late teens, or mid-teens even, and I used to wear them with a boot cut jean, stonewashed. So lots and lots of the tops are cut like this, and it does remind me a bit like a medieval sort of barmaid. I don't know whether they had barmaids in those days, but that kind of thing, you know, like a tavern. You know, I'd be in a tavern bringing over the mugs of mead. Was it mead that they used to drink? That's what it reminds me of. It feels very historic. I feel like I could go and do a sort of jousting reenactment in this. The more I talk about it in that way, the more I'm coming round to the idea, because I do love a bit of Tudor reenactment. That sounds really rude. I don't mean in the bedroom. I just mean, you know, when people do those things like at Warwick Castle. Never mind. Let's get cracking with another top, shall we? Insert medieval lute playing music. I want to love this, but I cannot for the life of me get into it without having to do all of these buttons, which were a bit annoying and a bit fiddly. I just really regret never doing my hair before these try-on videos. Let's take my hair down and see if it's a bit more glamorous. There we go. I'll be back when I've got into this. Hello, Ben. Now look, I really like this. I think I could probably go up a size, because it's pretty snug. Hello, boys. However, I don't know whether I can get past the buttons thing. I do wish that I'd hung these up, yes. If you're wondering why they're so creased. They actually got delivered last week, and I didn't hang them up. Right, so there's a lot of this neckline going on, I've noticed, both on the website and in my order, which means I need the push-up back on. Bear with. If you didn't watch my strapless bra video, I'll link to it. This was the winner. It's got little hands that hold your boobs up, and it's pretty good. Like it. Right, here we go. Medieval milkmaid. Round 2. I've got no one to do my zips up. Honestly, really, again, feel sort of like I'm in a costume drama. I'm just not used to this kind of shape and having so much quite out there. And I sort of like it, but let me put some sandals on. But I'm not sure whether I could go out in it, as in out of this room. You called, sire? So here's the thing about all these dresses. Oh, come on. I think the cuts of them are all really clever, and they're definitely not sort of mainstream high street. They've got a very definite style and fit. But the fabrics and how they're finished, I suppose they're not that much cheaper really than something like Me&M. And I feel like the Me&M tailoring is possibly, well, it's different. It's very much more grown up, isn't it? But the tailoring, I feel like things are more likely to be lined, and I don't know, I think maybe the finish is more premium. Whereas these, you know, you tip them out of the plastic thing and they feel quite sort of flimsy, and there's not a hell of a lot to them. But yeah, they've got a very distinctive style, and I suppose that's what we're paying for. I mean, they've got huge waiting lists for stuff, and it's ever so popular. Oh, it is, and I can see why, you know. But it's quite bodycon as well, I would say, in that doesn't leave much room for manoeuvre. You know, you're there, you're out there, you're showing it off. My lord, I have been watching you from afar. May I fetch you your lute? Forsooth, I have pricked myself on my tapestry needle. It's pretty much all they did, wasn't it? Sewed, waited for someone to shag them that they didn't want to shag. Wasn't a great time, I don't think, in the medieval age, was it? Tudor age. I suppose it depended. What am I on about? God, next dress. Oh, just in case you were in any doubt, this one is not a keeper. Just, do you know what it is? It's not particularly that there's a lot of boobage going on. It's more, I don't know. Like, oh, who told you to cover up? It's more sort of that you've got this sexy bit, and then this feels quite sexy up top and dowdy down below. That's the problem. This is the Courtney dress. Courtney with a kicking cut. And it's got these little straps that you could either have. No, I think you need to have them up, because otherwise it doesn't really, I don't think it would stay up on its own, would it? Let's have a look. Oh, no is the answer to that. So this is, oh, it's got a, this is like one of those Angelina Jolie pose with your legs sticking out dresses. I'm not sure on the cut on this one. It's got the sexy leg reveal, but I mean, they would be really, really good dresses for going to weddings, wouldn't they? They're pretty good for that. But in terms of like rolling around town with a pair of trainers on, I would say that these ones are slightly too, got hiccups, state some eggs, slightly too sort of done up for me. This is the one that lots of people loved when I did my dresses try on, and it is really, really pretty. I've got a massive problem with doing zips up though. It's like, I just can't ever seem to manage it. So fits beautifully around the bust area. You do need a strapless bra unless you can very cleverly hide it. It's not so forgiving around the middle. I mean, I'm really, really breathing in. But it's a gorgeous shape. And I think that you probably could wear this with trainers if you wanted to, or with flat sandals. It's one of those dresses that lends itself to it. So this is, I think, a keeper, this one. I can see myself wearing this and throwing a little cardi over the top if I got cold. Let's just see how that looks. Let's just demo that for you. Like a chunky kind of cardi, which looks lovely, or even perhaps a sweater. See what I've got. You know, like a neater little knit or something. You know, it's just really pretty, and the shape is lovely. And weirdly, I don't feel like this one is too sort of out there in terms of look at my boobs. Just need to tighten up a bit. So yeah, this is a winner. This and the, what was this top called? The Neil top. Neil? Nell. Oh, this is lovely, look. This is the prairie dress. I feel like this has got a little bit more to it. So it's got pockets. This has got a bit more, although she breaks on it. Let's tilt this down a bit. Around the bodice, where are you? It's a bit more robust. There's a bit more fabric. It's a beautiful, I think this must just be pure cotton. Wow. Label. Yeah, 2% spandex, 98% organically grown cotton. Thought as much. It's just lovely, isn't it? You could wear this with sandals to the beach, I suppose, although it's a bit expensive to wear to the beach for my liking. You could wear it for a nice sort of like afternoon tea type thing, if that's your bag. You could wear it with trainers. Let's see what it looks like with trainers. Let's not just talk about this. So this is how it looks with a big chunky woodeny kind of heel. And it feels lovely, it feels really secure. I think you could probably wear it without the straps if you wanted to. And the straps do detach. I'm not sure quite how safe I would feel about that not slipping down. So I quite like the little straps on it, but definitely needs a strapless bra. So thank God I did a whole video on strapless bras, eh? So overall, I have absolutely loved 3 things that I've tried on, which is a really good hit rate for a try on video. I suppose my main sticking point is that I don't really have enough places at the moment to go out and wear the stuff. You know, I'm just low-key cash. So it's not the fault of Reformation, or the Reformation, as I think they say. No, just Reformation, completely made that up. It's more a like lifestyle mismatch, I suppose. However, stuff like this that's slightly more on the casual side, and you know what? I actually like this more than, what was this one called again? Than the Nikita dress, because A, it's got pockets, and B, it just doesn't feel, it's a little bit more forgiving here, and it feels more casual, you know. And so here I have it on with trainers, so you could easily get away with that. And then it's got the kind of fullness in the skirt that if you did want to throw a cardigan over the top or a jumper, it lends itself to being more of a skirt than the other one, I think. And again, pockets. I'm going to be keeping this. And also, what did we say this was? The Nell top. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping Nell and having a look at some of the other little fabrics that you can get in this, because I think it's really, really gorgeous. So expect to see more of these. So they will definitely be one of the brands that I now look at if I'm after a dress for a special occasion. I've got my places I go to, click, see if they've got anything in that I like, and I'll be adding them to the list. They're almost finished, by the way, just in case you were wondering when this chaos was going to end. I've got a bath in here, look. Look. And a radiator. And a wallpapering table. And just, like, it's just ridiculous. Oh, tripod stuck down my shoe.